George L., you were just admitted to the room. Can you please unmute yourself and let us know who you are? Because that is a duplication of names.
My apologies. I actually used his link, so that's probably why I am named George.
Used whose link?
George Barrow's link.
Who's speaking?
My name is Miguel.
So Miguel, are you on our registration list?
Yes, I am.
Could you please give us your full name? So
Miguel
you can,
Ting.
I'm sorry?
My name is Miguel Ting.
You have to rename yourself. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Wendy, I got him on the
Okay,
list.
thank you. All right.
Sorry about that.
All right. We are now closing the entry. Okay, are we good with everybody now?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I use George also link, but they say that for voting, it's not going to be, and I didn't get any. I registered, but I registered too late. So to get a link, I didn't get a link.
When did you register?
Well, this morning.
No, you cannot register this morning. Who's speaking?
It's Louise Blay.
All right, Louise, can you please remove yourself from the room?
Okay, fine. That's
Thank
not a
you.
problem.
Thank you. So everybody that is on this call should have registered by April 13th. That is when we were able to then take that list and verify it against the most up-to-date district council list provided by Toastmasters International. And this is how we are able to verify that everybody on the credentials list is eligible to vote, that everybody has paid their dues, and that the club that they are in are paid your dues. So if you can imagine the logistics of doing that with 3 business meetings, District 123's business meeting, our district business meeting for elections, and of course this morning's business meetings.
Wendy, this is Gabriela Centeno. I'm still waiting for approval to join the meeting. I registered a long time ago.
What is your name?
Gabriela Centeno with Z.
I have, okay.
I'm from Supreme Toastmasters.
All right, just a moment, please. I'm going to go on mute just for a moment because I want to just speak to the person that is helping.
Hi, Dave. Are you online? This is Janice Law. I got your email. I'm still having trouble.
Janice, you want to send me a quick email, tell me what's going on, because if you're online, that means you're in the meeting.
I'm only connected on audio, and I think later on in the proceeding, I will have to come on screen.
Take my phone number and call me. Are you ready?
Okay. All right. Yes, I have. Okay, go ahead.
416 575 6609.
Okay. All right.
All right, please take note. And Gabrielle, if you could also call Dave.
Yes, I will do. Thank you.
You got the number?
Yes, 416-575-6609.
Thank you. All right. We are going to start this meeting in just one moment. Would everybody make sure that they are muted? Also, we are going to stop people coming into the room except for Janet and Gabriella. who we're still trying to help sort out any issues that they have. All right. Bruce or Renee there we go. There we go. All I could see was a great big telephone on the screen. All right. It's 2:08 and we must get this meeting going. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. The 2021 District 60 Council Alignment and Elections meeting will come to an order. I am Wendy Williamson, your District Director and Presiding Officer of this meeting. Welcome, club officers, district staff, members and guests. Today's meeting is very important. The people or the district council members that are in this meeting are the members that will be part of the newly formed District 60, the new version of District 60 as of July 1st. So the District 60 members from B, D, E, and G North are now in the District 1, 2, 3 Elections and Alignment business meeting. As always, it is vitally important that we keep the district mission in mind with everything we do, including the work that we do during this district council meeting. The district mission is to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. To ensure our meeting runs as smoothly as possible, please take note of the following protocols. The chat feature is available for anyone to ask questions of the hosts. The general chat feature has been disabled so that there is no chatting between attendees or from attendee to everyone. All attendees will be placed on mute for the duration of the meeting. If any voting member has a question, please use the raise hand feature and you will be called upon at the appropriate time. At this time, you will be unmuted by our host and you will only be able to speak when required. When you speak, please remember to state your name and your club and club number if you know it. If you wish to ask a question, you can send the question to the chat and our chat monitor, Rita Burke, will share the question with us. Or you can use the raise hand figure, the function, the raised hand function. To find raised hand, you go into the participants list and at the bottom, you will see a hand. Click on that. And when you are finished your question, please remember to go back in and it'll now say lower hand. Please click on that. Otherwise, we'll think you've still got more questions to come. Today's officials are Tim Soulis, our district parliamentarian. Joe Ciccone is our timer. Rita Burke is our chat monitor. Bruce Richardson is our Zoom host, and Sunil Kumar is our PowerPoint manager. Mr. Bruce, Mr. Zoom host, will you please ensure that Joe, Rita, and Sunil are co-hosts? Also, Dawn Frail and Allison Nibb. Now, occasionally during this meeting, for approval of items such as the credentials, report, or the agenda, the chair will use a procedure called unanimous consent. This will be done to expedite business where there appears to be no questions or concerns. You will hear the phrase without objection, or if there is no objection used in each case. If you do wish the issue to be debated and voted on in a more formal manner, simply type in the chat box objection or I object, and we will do so. Before we start, I just want to remind Bruce, our Zoom host, if you have not done that, could you please put a link to the agenda in the chat? Now I'd like to welcome our Credentials Chair, Robert Peck, to give the Credentials Chair report.
Yes, good afternoon, Madam District Director. This morning we had a credentials report for the reports meeting, and also we showed it for the elections meeting. This afternoon, I'm just going to discuss the elections credentials report. The number of eligible club presidents is 118. The number of eligible club vice presidents of education is 112, for a total number of club votes of 230. Quorum is based on those club votes and is 1/3 of 230, that is to say 77. We have achieved quorum. We actually have 134 club votes issued. In addition to that, we have 32 votes from the District Executive Committee for a total number of votes issued of 166. A simple majority of 50% plus 1 would be 84. However, the majority that we will be using for all practical purposes will be the number of voting members who have joined the meeting, and a simple majority of voting members would be 50% of those plus 1. Madam District Director.
Thank you. Rob, I'll come back to you after we've done the agenda, or before we start the alignment report. I think by that time we may have confirmation of how many people have actually entered the room who are voting members.
That's right, and I would note, Madam District Director, that there are 5 people currently in the waiting room.
Thank you. I have a question from Dawn Frail.
I think you just answered it, Wendy. I was just going to say that we, for the election purposes, would need to know the exact number of what the 50% plus 1 would be for the slide.
Thank you. That is the information that we will get as soon as possible. And as I said, before we do a vote, we will have those figures for you. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
All right, District Director. Thank you, Rob. We still will share with you how many eligible voting members are in the meeting and confirm with you how many members we need to have a majority, and that would be 50% of them plus 1. We will get that to you before we start the alignment report. Are there any other questions regarding the credentials report? If there is no objection, the credentials report will be adopted as presented. You've received the agenda in advance via email with a link to the district website. The agenda shall be adopted by unanimous consent. As a reminder, if you wish to make a change to the agenda, please use the raised hand feature and you will be unmuted and called upon to speak. If there is no objection, the agenda presented today shall be adopted by unanimous consent. Hearing no objection, the agenda is adopted as presented. Now, this is the part that we're all looking forward to. How is this election going to happen? Now we will explain the voting procedures and election rules for the meeting. We will be using the electronic voting platform called Election Runner. This is the same voting platform that is going to be used that is currently being used in the District 123 business meeting and also the District 86 business meeting. When it is time to vote on a specific item of business, including the officer elections, all eligible voting members will be sent a ballot via email to your email box. This ballot will not show up on your Zoom screen. Please be able to access your email via your smartphone, computer, laptop, or tablet. Just to let you know a little bit about the Election Runner platform. As I said, it is an electric voting platform. If you have more than one vote, because you're a district executive committee member, a DEC member, and a president of VP, or if you are a VP and a president of the same club or different clubs, you have what's called a weighted vote. You'll be able to have 2 votes and 3 votes. We have already taken that into account. We've already tracked that, and that has been entered into the electronic voting platform. So you do not have to vote twice. Once you vote once, those 2 votes will go towards whatever vote you make. The tabulations are quick. They are quicker than going off and counting them by hand, so it should speed up our process quite a bit. And Election Runner also has the ability to import voters on the fly. So to access your votes, voting ballots are going to be emailed to you. And you can see the emails on your computer, your laptop, your phone, but do not look for them in your Zoom screen. It won't show up there. When the ballot is launched, go to your email. I do suggest that you put your Zoom screen, exit out of full screen. If you exit out of full screen, you'll be able to see your email icon at the bottom. If you have Zoom on full screen, you won't be able to see your email icon, and you do want to be able to see that. One of the options is to look at Zoom on one device, for instance, your computer, and look at your emails on another device, such as your smartphone or your computer and your tablet, but just as long as you can see your email. What if you're having trouble? The first thing we ask is to check your junk file and make sure that the email from our voting software has not gone into your junk email. Also, verify the email that you registered with or that you listed as your preferred email address. The email address that we have on file, not that Toastmasters has on file, what we have on file from what you sent us is the email that the ballot will be sent to. If for some reason you can't view the questions, please try and change your browser. If you're in Chrome, maybe change to Edge. These are just some of the suggestions that we can make to help if you are having some sort of trouble. Unfortunately, we don't know all the technology that you are all using, and it, as you know, is very different across over 100 members on this call. So please try and do a little troubleshooting if you're having problems. When the ballot is sent, this screen will come up just to make you aware that the ballot has been sent and to be looking for it. You'll have 5 minutes to vote. So we're going to send the ballot. At that time, the credentials committee will be sent out into a breakout room. They, in the breakout room, will be able to monitor all the replies coming back electronically. They will verify all the ballots that have been received. They will tabulate and put together a screen to show us what the ballots reflect. And then they will come back and we will proceed to the next ballot. Does anybody have any questions on this? Rita, are there any questions in the chat?
Someone's asking, what is the name of the form we should be expecting from the ballot generator?
I'm trying to remember what it says. You'll see it. It's coming from well, the platform is Election Runner. To tell you the truth, I didn't notice. We had a test run last Monday, and if somebody could just look up, go back to last Monday and see the ballot that we got, what it said, but it's easy to identify. I had no trouble identifying it all. As soon as we tell you your ballot has been launched, give it a minute or two, and you'll see it come into your screen.
Mine said it was from District 60 Toastmasters, and the subject is your invitation to vote in the election.
Thank you so much, Bruce. I couldn't remember from last Monday what it said. I know that when I saw it, I identified it very easily.
Okay, there's another question, Wendy.
Yes.
Do you need anything from us before we vote? And that's to Marshall.
We need nothing from you before you vote. We have already spent extensive amount of time verifying that you should be part of this election and part of the vote.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Wendy, I do have a question. We have a few people in the waiting room that won't be voting. I should let them know in advance before letting them in, I assume?
They are not voting because they are not verified.
They are late, or should we still consider?
If they are verified, you can, just a moment. Dawn, you have a question?
Yeah, thank you, Wendy. I just wanted to add to what Bruce's answer. It's from Toastmasters District 60, but the actual email address that it's from, if it happens to go to your spam, you may need to search on noreply@electionrunner.com. That's noreply@electionrunner.com is the actual email address that your invitation will come from.
Thank you, Dawn. And that is why we have so many wonderful people helping us today.
Question from Louise Bark.
Yes.
What's stopping someone from voting twice by accessing their email twice, once from each device?
No, it doesn't matter. It will not take twice. It will only take once.
Perfect, thanks.
Dawn?
Sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
Oh, I know. Okay. David?
Wendy, we have a candidate in the waiting room, Janice Law. Can we let in Janice, please?
Yes,
We'll-
if you could just make sure that her name is added to the verified list and added to election runner, please.
Okay, I'll reach out to Maria.
Thank you.
Sorry, Wendy, so we can let in those who are on the list?
Are they all verified?
Some are.
If they're not verified, I would prefer not to have them
Okay.
come in. If they are verified and they have been trying to get in, then yes, but their name has to be passed to the credentials chair and to the election runner manager. Dave, do you have anything else, or do you want to lower your hand?
I'm going to lower my hand. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So I am going to take that off for a minute. Let's just go back here. Now, if you're ready, we're actually going to do a test run of a ballot that we have set up. The new people may not, like Janet, may not get it because her name may not be on the list yet, but this is just a test for the people that have gotten into the meeting on time, and we have been able to put their name into election runner. Maria, are you there?
Hi, Wendy. I'm here. I'm still waiting for confirmation if I can take the list.
You're waiting for confirmation on what, Maria?
If I can take the list, the Zoom list.
All right. So have we not had time to verify the registration, the people coming into the list, into the room with our election runner list?
We have been marking them off concurrently as we admit them. So that list is current for everybody who has arrived. If anybody arrives after this point, I would say that they don't get the opportunity to vote. They won't be included in election runner.
This is Rob, Wendy. I still don't have a change from that original number that I got from Renee back at 209. We had
Give me a
95.
moment.
Yeah.
So what we are waiting for is our Zoom master, Bruce, and Renee, the Zoom co-host. During this meeting, as you've been coming in, that have been tracking everybody that has been coming in, then we have to take that list and have it put into election runner, especially using your email addresses. And we're doing this. This is why we wanted people to come in so early, because there's multi-levels of steps that we have to take to be prepared to do the ballot. I know in District 123, Karim was going to stop anybody coming into the room 15 minutes before, so as not to have any delays. So what I need just to have verified now is from Maria and Bruce and Rob that the participants that are in the room now are in election runner, and that we are ready to do the ballot. Is that correct, Maria and Rob and Bruce?
I am working on it.
Yes, no, I appreciate that. In the meantime, you know what we could do? While we give Maria more time for this, let's go and continue with the alignment report. And after the alignment report, before we do our vote for the alignment report, we will do the test vote, and then we will do the alignment vote. So we will proceed and give everybody a little time to finalize the list that we need for the test vote, and therefore all the other voting that we will do this afternoon. And saying, oops. Oh, then that's the
Do you
end
mind
of me.
stop sharing? Great.
Yes, I was going to
Thank
say,
you.
I don't need to do this. You're going to do your own. All right.
Good afternoon. Madam District. Oh,
may I
sorry.
please introduce you?
Okay,
Sorry.
sure.
Please
Sure.
help me. Join me in welcoming Allison Nibb, DTM, to present the District 60 Alignment Report.
Thank you, Madam District Director.
Can you
fellow
share your
Toastmasters.
Can you share your screen? Are you okay?
I will show my screen.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Everyone can see that? Thanks.
Yes.
Did you know how we are working together towards tomorrow? Alignment. My name is Allison Nibb, and I will explain and present the alignment proposal for 2021-2022. As questions come to you about alignment, please post them in the chat. Rita Burke is monitoring the chat, and we will address your questions during the Q&A session after my presentation. Thank you for your commitment to your clubs, and to your participation in this business meeting. To work together towards tomorrow, we create the future of District 60. And with the support of our leadership committee, we'll identify our incoming district director and division directors. But first, we have to determine what boundaries in which they will lead. And that is what alignment is all about. As some of you may know, each year districts are mandated to make alignment changes to account for new clubs, the clubs we lose, and the clubs who move. The Alignment Committee is responsible to organize how clubs will be grouped as of July 1st, 2021. A team of committed members, mostly current division directors, representing every division, have been reviewing and organizing how to group clubs in the district. And I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the Alignment Committee and say thank you. But of course, as club officers and district leaders, you've also been part of the team. So for that, I thank you too. The alignment process began in November 2020 to ask club presidents, VPs education, and area directors about the status of their clubs. The release of draft 1 of the alignment proposal was followed by information sessions, which gave members an opportunity to ask questions specific to their clubs. We are now at stage 3. We are now at the stage to approve and vote on draft 3 as a living document. Now, specific considerations for District 60 are a result of the reformation. We are now in the next phase. So last year, we began the process of dividing the clubs north of Lawrence as the new District 60. The new District 123. That means this creates some alignment opportunities. There is no B, no D, no E, and half of Division G is in District 123 and half is in District 60. We have the opportunity to fill the gaps by this reformation split and to standardize how we number the areas. So what is this alignment all about? What's it mean and why is it done? According to Toastmasters International, once each year, districts must review and amend, if necessary, the alignment of clubs, areas, divisions within their boundaries. So keep in mind, no B, no D, no E, half of G. So we must include within our district a family of clubs, areas, divisions that are new, that move, and to account for loss and growth. Toastmasters International sets a few requirements for alignments. In the best interests of clubs, of course. There must be between 4 to 6 clubs per area. However, if we anticipate that a new club will start in an area, then there can be 3, and the 4th one will be the prospective club. We don't want all of the same type of clubs in one area. We don't want all advanced clubs in an area or all language clubs in one area. There must be at least 3 areas per division with a maximum of 9 divisions per district. And we must be inclusive of low and ineligible clubs. The requirements for areas are that they are also grouped based on our ability to provide effective service. That means we consider proximity, how close the clubs are, and that an area director can service them equitably. We also consider the size and strength of clubs. We don't want an area to have predominantly strong clubs. We want a balance of strong clubs and developing clubs within an area. We also keep in mind the prospective clubs, meaning clubs we expect to charter or start by July 1st, and unpaid clubs. And always we want our clubs to be able to be successful in the Distinguished Club Program. So this is our district. As it stands now, this is the change. G becomes B, H becomes D, I becomes E. So let's take a moment to explore our divisions from the map. Division A. Currently, there are 3 clubs not in good standing. They did not transition to the online platform the way your clubs did. As a consequence, there's actually 2 clubs within the same area that did not transition. They're not meeting. So the consequence is that we need to close an area. That would leave us with 4 areas in Division A with about 4 to 5 clubs per area. Division B, the new Division B, we have 1 prospective club we anticipate will charter or start before July 1st. We also lost a club because of a move. Geographically, they're just outside of our district. They're north of Lawrence. That will leave us with 4 areas and 4 to 5 clubs per area. Division C, our largest division, the most clubs. We have 1 club that we hope will charter by July. We also have 5 clubs that did not transition to the online platform. As a consequence, we will likely close an area. That will leave us with 6 areas and 4 to 5 clubs per area. Division D, the new Division D. We have 1 new club to celebrate. Welcome NCCT. We also have a prospective club, a club we anticipate will charter by next week, maybe. This will leave us with 4 areas and 5 to 6 clubs per area. In Division E, we have 1 new club to celebrate. Welcome Scotia Digital. We also have a few clubs not in good standing and in a particular area that we're concerned about. This will leave us with 4 areas and 4 to 5 clubs per area. Division F, we have another club to celebrate. Let's welcome the accountants. We also have a club that we lost and another club not in good standing. That leaves us with 5 areas and 4 to 5 clubs per area. All told, we anticipate to have about 120, maybe 123 clubs within District 60 when we reach July 1st. Again, this is likely to change based on the number of prospective clubs and any other factors that we'll consider, including paid status of clubs, etc. So I want to let you know that this is a living document that we're approving. We continue as an alignment committee to review the clubs within the district. Continue to look at, these are the new division names. Continue to look at the status of our clubs, prospective clubs, paid clubs, and how healthy our clubs are doing, because that will determine our alignment for this iteration. but you will vote on this document as a living document. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and now transition to a Q&A portion. You have the opportunity to put your questions in chat. You also have the option to use the raise hand feature. I will now call on Rita Burke.
Allison, can
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
ask, Joe, could you please put 5 minutes on the timing, please?
Okay, thank you. I'll now call on questions. Rita, do we have any questions in chat?
Not as yet, Allison.
Okay. And I suppose you'll want to set up for a test, but I'll leave a few more moments for questions to come up.
Are there any questions for the alignment? Obviously, I just want to mention, as we see if anybody has any questions, a great deal of work has gone into this alignment during the past probably 6 months at least. And also a great deal of effort was put in by both Allison and Karim Premji, who was working on the District 123 alignment, to engage the presidents and the vice presidents and the clubs in the process, to inform them, to have town hall meetings. It's been mentioned at every DEC meeting. So, you know, we really did try to provide as much information every step along the way. And I thank Allison and for all her efforts.
Well,
and I
thank you
believe
to the alignment committee, and we have a question. Rita, do we have questions in chat?
We do
How
have one
many-
question from Ved.
How many total clubs and how many members?
Excuse me, could we just have one question at a time, please? If you have a question, please just raise your hand.
May I speak now? It's Rita.
Yes, Rita. Oh, sorry. Yes.
There's a question from Anton.
Yes.
I sent this to Allison in chat. Did you say TI requires an alignment review each year? That seems to necessitate a lot of possible disruption every 12 months. Allison, that's your question. Shall I read it again? That's from Janet.
So I believe, was the question for Anton or from Janet?
One from Janet, and I'll read the one from Anton next.
Okay, so Janet, thank you. Yes, Toastmasters International does require an alignment every year, because every year we have new clubs. Every year we lose clubs. This is a process that happens routinely. So Toastmasters International has set a standard where we have to review and make sure that we include all new clubs as they come in. Any club that moves, maybe how they change boundaries or they have to change jurisdictions, we need to keep abreast of those changes and make sure they're reflected in our report. Essentially, the alignment report, make sure that we have all of the clubs allocated and taken care of, that we can service them. Janice, does that answer your question?
Okay, I have a question from Anton.
Thank you.
How many total clubs and how many members are now in the new District 60?
I don't have specifics about number of members per se, but I do have specifics about where we think we are in terms of number of clubs. In terms of number of active paid clubs and the low and ineligible, we're about 120. We also anticipate prospective clubs to be joining us before July 1st, 2 or 3. So that number will change, that 120 will change, and it's always a variable that we're not entirely sure of. Some clubs will start or charter sooner rather than later. We just have to wait and see. Anton, does that answer your question?
I have a question, Alison, with Single from Better Speakers. I understand this process goes every year. Is this one of the largest in the last few years?
So with the reformation, again, the District 60 was very large. District 66 was large. These are very large districts that reformation helped to make more manageable. So this process for the last couple of years has been rather extensive because of the phases of reformation. Moving forward, we anticipate to have a healthy 120, 125 clubs within the district, and that will make our district manageable so that we can service them well. Does that answer your question, Ben?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Rita, are there any more questions?
I don't see any right now, Allison. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Lisa Chittenden from 777 Bay Toastmasters. I did have something there in the chat. I guess maybe it's not going through. I'm not exactly sure. I need clarification on the Area A boundary. My club is in the College and Bay Young area. And from the map that you showed, it was very small. I could not see what the boundaries are. So is my club still going to be part of Area A, or is it part of another area now?
So the boundary remains the same. What we call it will be different. So we'll change the numbering to 12. So you went from 2 to 12.
Okay.
All other circumstances remain the same.
So we're not going to be Area 12. It would be Division A.
You'll be in Division A. You'll be in Area 12.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Any other questions? We're out of time. Rita, I just want to make sure there are no more questions.
Someone's asking me if we should send questions to me or to the presenters directly. I was just going to respond to her.
All right. Feel free to contact me at alignment 60 anytime after this meeting. I'm going to turn it back over to Wendy so that we can run a test, and then we'll go ahead and vote on the alignment proposal. Thanks, Wendy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Allison. I just want to close that. First of all, Rob, have we got confirmation of the number of voting members in the room?
We do. I could send that on a chat to everyone if I were allowed to do so.
Send it, yes, just send it to the host and the host will share it. Can you just—
If you are a co-host, you should be able to.
Okay. So right now I'm sending it to everyone. If I'm as a co-host sending it to everyone, it'll go?
Yes, it'll go into chat. Can you just tell us verbally?
I can. We have 96 voting members present with total voting weights of 106. That's because some members have more than one vote. So there are total voting weights of 106. The simple majority of voting members who have joined the meeting is 50% plus 1. That is to say 54.
Thank you very much, Rob.
Okay.
Maria, is it election runner ready to do our test vote?
Actually, I sent the test vote already.
Oh, okay.
About 50% of people voted, but I have a clarification regarding the number because I got 100 voters. Perhaps
could you please first? All right. First, let's do the test vote, and while we're doing the test vote, could you and Rob please discuss this offline?
Yeah. Thanks.
So, while Rob and Maria verify the numbers, we can still do the test vote. Maria has stated that she has sent the ballot out. In the future, when a ballot goes out, Sunil will put a little sign up, a little notice up to let you know that it has gone out and to go to your email. So I'm going to my email and I see my vote. And I have voted. This is the notice that you will be sent whenever we send out a vote. Maria and Rob, have you been able to verify the votes?
Not yet. I had discussed it with, I got my numbers from Renee.
All right, then I think this is a good time to take a break. And this is very important to make sure that we have this correct. So it is now 2:54, 2:55. Will everybody please go and have a break until 3:05. And at that time, we will come back and we will do a test vote and then vote on the alignment. Bruce, can you please make a breakout room?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you. Could you put Rob, Maria, I?
I'd be in there
Renee?
as well. Yeah.
And Renee, please, and Dawn.
Good afternoon. It's Alan Brown from Uptown Toastmasters. Anybody that's using Gmail, I know there was I know we talked about checking the and that your junk folder, but anybody that's using multiple folders on Gmail, it will likely show up in your updates folder. So I've got on my Gmail, I have primary, social, promotions, and updates, and it will likely appear in updates.
Thank you so much for that information. That's very helpful. Heather, have you got a question?
I do. I found the test vote question very interesting, and I remember that you announced there will be an appreciation luncheon in October. Will the test vote be affecting the menu for that?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, I am going to leave the meeting now and go into the breakout room, and I'd like everybody to stretch your legs, have a little break, get a drink, and we will be back at 3:05. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a nice little break and you were able to stretch your legs, get a drink, and be ready for the next portion of our meeting. In the breakout room, what we did discover was that the reason why there was a discrepancy was because the people that we allowed to come in late had just been put on the election runner or the list that we had as late and had not been accounted for in the credentials chair original numbers to us. We have gone back, we've looked at it, we've reviewed it, and yes, we've identified those 5 members, and this is the final that we have. We have 100 attendees, not attendees, 100 eligible voting members joining us today. There are 111 eligible votes, and to achieve a simple majority would be to have 57 votes. So that has all been confirmed.
Simple majority would be 56, plus 1 is 57.
Correct. Correct. Thank you, Rob. Now, with that said, Maria has been getting in our Zoom results. When we do the official votes, we will not be showing you the election runner screen as we're going to do now for the ice cream. That's going to go on in the breakout room. The only thing we will see is a confirmation of the end result. But for this, so you can see what it looks like, Maria, can you show us the results of our very important first test? And there we go. Oh my goodness, that was a close call, wasn't it? Chocolate has won our ice cream vote. That means that at the appreciation lunch in October, we will make sure that we have chocolate ice cream, although chocolate chip cookie dough was close behind. All right, thank you, Maria. All right, before I go any further, are there any questions? All right, hearing none, I'm glad that we were able to do this. All right, let me just take a little, okay. Yes, so we have just shown you the alignment report. Now we have to vote on the alignment report. Maria, could you launch the ballot for the alignment report? And Sunil, could you put up the notice to let everybody know that it has been launched?
Ballot has been launched.
Wendy, can you see the screen okay? With the message?
Just a minute, I'll go back down. I'm just looking. Yes, I can. Thank you. I was looking in my emails for the ballot to come to me. Yeah, there we go. Mine has just come through to me. All right, Sunil, you can remove that. Since this is a simple yes/no vote, when Maria has the results, we will just have Maria show the Zoom screen as we did for our ice cream test question. Maria, let us know when you're ready to show the results. Thank you. Maria is giving the election runner another couple of minutes. You actually do have 5 minutes to vote. So timer, if we could have 5 minutes shown when we do launch a ballot.
Wendy, I'm getting messages that some people didn't get the vote, so I'm resending the ballots.
Thank you.
Folks who didn't get the email, can you please check with Rob Peck, Rennie, and Esther?
One of the things that I do have to mention, if it's not in your, and that's why we have to put a 5-minute limit, if it's not in your junk email, if your email address was the one that you registered with or that you indicated was the preferred email, which is what is the email address that we are using, those are the two items that we can suggest to you to let us know about. But we can't, we'd love to be able to troubleshoot everybody's technology, but it's not in our capability to be able to do that. So I think it's been 5 minutes since we launched it. Maria, are there any more ballots coming in? Can we close the balloting, please?
Yes, we can close. Time is up.
Thank you.
"98 voters."
Can you show the screen, please?
Sure.
Thank you. All right. We have the results for the motion to adopt the alignment report. I declare the alignment report adopted as presented. Thank you, Maria. I'd like to now call upon Dawn Frill to give the District Leader Committee report.
Thank you very much, Wendy. I am pleased as your District Leadership Committee Chair to present the nominations report for the District 60 elected positions for 2021-22. The members of the DLC committee were broken down into two separate groups. One group primarily responsible for District 60 candidates for the new District 60. The other group primarily responsible for the District 123 new district for the clubs that would have come from District 60. What we did though was we asked everybody in the group to work for both districts. And so I'm going to share with you the DLC members from both teams. So from District 60, representing the new District 60, we had Omar Omari, Bruce Lang, Renee Chang, Arthur Chang, representing G South, Kate Posner and Joe Ciccone on the District 60 team. We also had Marilyn Latchford, who was a member at large, and Marilyn was given the task of presenting the District 123 DLC report, which she's probably doing as we speak, and myself as chair. Representing District 123, Alan Madonic, Sudha Matai, Jennifer McGee, and again Arthur Chang representing G North as well. We also had myself and Jacqueline Payne as co-chairs. So a special thank you goes out to the members of this year's DLC team because they really had double duty this year, where we had to find not only representatives to run for election in the new District 60, but they were also tasked with helping to find members for the new District 123. So thank you to everybody for the extensive effort that you put in finding candidates. It's greatly appreciated. I'm now pleased to share with you the nominated candidates for elected positions for District 60. For the position of District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Anita Patek. For the position of Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmasters Andrew Mertens and David Weitz. For the position of Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmasters David Bachan, Elton Brown, and Angela Ho. For the Division Director nominated candidates. For Division A, Marinka Renasing. Division B, Lisa Bowen. Division C, Louise Bark. Division D, Andrew Horbury. Division E, Janice Law. And Division E, George Liberagiannis. For Division F, David Chung, Anton Coetzee, and Antoinette Holder. Because we met all of the timeline and candidate minimum requirements, this DLC report is deemed valid, which means that for floor candidate positions, only candidates who have gone through the full DLC process may run from the floor. They must have, if they decided to do that, have declared to the DLC chair or the district director 1 week prior to today's election their intention to do so. So in this election, there will be no candidates running from the floor that have not already declared their candidacy and intention prior to 1 week prior to today. Madam District Director, that is the report of the District Leadership Committee Chair. Thank you for the opportunity to serve.
Thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you, District Leadership Committee Chair Dawn Frail. Being on the District Leadership Committee requires an extensive time commitment and proper evaluation of our candidates with assessments and interviews. Thank you all to all who helped in the District Leadership Committee endeavor, who devoted time to be part of this very, very important process. Fellow Toastmasters, you have heard the report of the District Leadership Committee. For the office of District Director, Anita Patek has been placed in nomination. There is one uncontested candidate for the office of District Director. If there is no objection, the chair will dispense with a secret ballot and instruct the secretary to cast a single ballot for the candidate in this uncontested office. Hearing no objection, we will dispense with the secret ballot, and the secretary will cast a single ballot. I declare elected District Director Anita Patek. Anita Patek, congratulations.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much.
Fellow Toastmasters, you have heard the report of the District Leadership Committee. For the office of Program Quality Director, these two names have been placed in nomination. DTM Andrew Merton, DTM David Weitz. As there are no other eligible candidates for the position of Program Quality Director, I declare the nominations closed. The election process will now begin. Each candidate is entitled to make a 2-minute speech. Candidates will speak in alphabetical order by last name. The timer will time the 2-minute speeches as follows: green at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5 minutes, and red at 2 minutes. When the 2 minutes have expired, the timer will mute the speaker. Zoom master, when I announced each candidate, will you please spotlight them? For the Office of Program Quality Director, DTM Andrew Mertens. Andrew?
Education, contests, conference. The essence of being of a program quality director. District council members, I joined Toastmasters 10 years ago, and wow, what an incredible organization. So many opportunities for learning. Today, I feel blessed to have been able to contribute to the Toastmasters family. Highlights include being a club officer, an area director, a conference co-chair, a workshop presenter, and a trainer for both pathways and club officer training. As webmaster for the district this year, I have seen the power of the one-stop shop when seeking information. And as program quality director, I want to build upon this by one, establishing a network of experts where we answer the questions you have. Two, enhancing the meeting experience by exploring topics such as meeting technology, fun online tools, and powerful presentations. And three, ensuring club success with tips and techniques and inspiration, including best practices for pathways and to how to evaluate speeches effectively. Just one of many ideas I will implement. To successfully navigate the district in this upcoming year, particularly with reformation and transition, I will draw upon my 25 years of senior leadership experience to make sure that you have the answers you need. It will be an honor to share this year with you as program quality director. I love learning, and in the interest of learning, I leave you with this tip. The next time you speak, just before that spotlight shines upon you, say to yourself, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. This simple statement predicts the future and allows you to move forward with confidence and a smile.
Thank you, Andrew Mertens. For the Office of Program Quality Director, DTM, David Feitz.
Fellow Toastmasters, aren't these exciting times? We're going to witness the birth of a reformed District 60. Just look behind me. That will be our district in 2.5 months. Like any new birth, it will require nurturing. Nurturing from experience, nurturing from strategic thinking. Because as we look at this district, as I mentioned on my Facebook page, 4 of our new divisions are in a very tight geographic area, a very concentrated area of corporate clubs. Corporate clubs need support. How do we do that? What I'm thinking is, if we can provide training, not only on how corporate club executive officers can do their job, but how they work as a team so that they're a cohesive unit, so that they collaborate, so that they are working together, unified, so that they provide the best club environment for that club. What if their corporations start to see that this club, this executive is taking off? Wouldn't that sell Toastmasters? Fellow Toastmasters, I have the experience from being club growth director this year. I look forward to your vote as program quality director to take District 60 into its new feature, into its new format as we go forward together.
Thank you, David. All right. Voting will begin for the Office of Program Quality Director. Maria, please launch the electronic voting ballot, which will be sent to council members via email. Credentials team, please let us know when you have finished your voting so that we can send you to the breakout room to verify the results of the voting. Bruce, just so you know, I will not be going into the breakout room.
Okay. I have Dawn, Maria, and Rob, and Sunil.
Correct.
One name has been placed in nomination for Club Growth Director, and that's distinguished toastmaster Leslie Benfield. We have four candidates: distinguished toastmaster Lisa Devine and distinguished toastmaster Mohan Vinaraja. And as there are no other candidates for the position of district director, as the position of Club Growth Director, the election toastmaster will now be read. The candidate is entitled to make a 2-minute speech.
Now, what happens now is the committee, the credentials committee have gone into a breakout room. We are giving 5 minutes for everybody to get their vote and to send it back to us. Then we have to give them a bit of time to verify the vote and update the information on a slide, which they will then present to us. So this will take a few minutes, and I very much appreciate your patience while we do this. In an in-person meeting, this could take sometimes a good 20 minutes. Hopefully this time it won't be near that amount of time. Thank you, Joe. I will let the breakout room know that voting can stop.
We're back, Wendy.
Oh, great. I was just about to text you. Thank you. We have the results for Program Quality Director. Could we have a screenshot of the results, please?
Here you go. Can you see it, Wendy?
Yes, I do. The results for Program Quality Director, Andrew Mertens, 69 votes. David Veitz, 37 votes. We have a majority. I declare elected Andrew Mertens, DTM, as the District 60 Program Quality Director for 2021-2022. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Now we are going to have the election for the Club Growth Directors. For the office of Club Growth Director, the following candidates have had their name put forward for nomination. DTM David Batchin, DTM Elton Brown, DTM Angela Ho, DTM, and that is it. Angela Ho is the last one. As there are no other eligible candidates for the position of Club Growth Director, I declare the nominations closed. The election process will now begin. Each candidate is entitled to make a 2-minute speech. Candidates will speak in alphabetical order by last name. The timers will time the 2-minute speech is at 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, 2 minutes red. When the 2 minutes have expired, the timer will mute the speaker. For the office of Club Growth Director, DTM David Batchin.
My fellow Toastmasters, my friends, many of you know me. For those of you who don't, here's a quick summary of my Toastmasters resume. I've been a Toastmaster for 10 years now. I've worked at the club level, area level, division level, and now at the district level. Some of you may even say Dave has exceeded at those levels. Remains to be seen. Now, come July 1st, if we're working together come July 1st, I foresee us having 2 major challenges. One, the pandemic. It's not going away. We have to be real. It's here for a while. And 2, we're now in a brand new, really exciting district that's shrunk a little bit. But what about the pandemic? Well, we have an amazing foundation that's been built by the existing team. We're using a Zoom platform. We've got processes and policies in place that we can build on. Will new challenges come up? Of course, new challenges will come up. That's life. But we have worked together already. You and I know that. We've built great things in the past. You've done great things. I've built great things. We know what's possible. Even with regards to the new district, yes, it's a crunch district now running from Etobicoke to Pickering. It's crunch. We have a lot of clubs in there, a lot of clubs side by side. But here's what, that's our challenge. That's going to be our challenge for next year. How do we increase clubs in such a smaller district? Now, here's the thing. You and I know that we have built many things together. Let's continue to work together, because if there's anything about me that you may know, I'm very empathetic. I'm a doer, and I can create things. You know that about me.
Thank you, David Batchin. For the office of Club Growth Director, I now call upon Elton Brown.
my vision for District 60 during the 2021-2022 Toastmasters year. Deliver high-value communication and leadership skills development programs as the vehicle to success and inspiring members and guests throughout the district. What's in it for you? We are building a marketing team that is working for you, drawing mid-sized and Fortune 500 companies to us. The Club Growth Director teams will provide meetings and conferences, and with your support, find out how we can fulfill their professional and educational requirements. Express communication. Having direct lines of communication to the Club Growth Director teams, getting a response in hours, not days. We are creating a team of exciting Toastmasters consistently promoting District 60 through every media possible. We are creating teams that will retain, strengthen, and rebuild our current clubs and membership. We are forming our teams now, not starting July 1st. It's too late. Opportunities are available for you. Join us. Wishing gets us nothing. Working together as a team, we will achieve a positive future.
Thank you very much, Elton Brown. For the office of Club Growth Director, Angela Ho. Angela?
Hi, can you see me? Okay.
Yes, we can see you. Thank you, Angela.
Okay. My vision as Club Growth Director is to grow our membership in clubs as we emerge from this pandemic and district reformation. To realize this, my 3-point plan includes, first, to develop an effective marketing strategy to help clubs to extend their reach not only locally, but also to remote communities. Second, find and motivate club sponsors, mentors, and coaches who wish to further develop their communication and leadership skills by helping clubs to succeed. And third, working collaboratively with you and other members of our district to make the Toastmasters experience fun, vibrant, and relevant in order to retain our existing members and attract new ones. My track record as division director in 2020 is a strong foundation for district growth success. Our team achieved president distinguished status, the only division to do so in a pandemic year, with all 6 areas distinguished and a record 18 clubs distinguished. This year, as VP of membership of my home club, we have added 21 members, new members thus far. Dear friends, if you're looking for a leader that is passionate, committed, and experienced to move our district forward, vote for me, Angela Ho, as your next Club Growth Director. It would be a great honor and privilege to serve you. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela Ho. We have heard from all our candidates. So Maria, will you please launch the voting ballot, which will be sent to the council members via email? Bruce, when the credentials team is ready, please send them to the breakout room to await the results of the voting.
The ballot has been sent.
Thank you. Okay, everyone, we have closed the voting for Club Growth Director, and we will await the results. Thank you for your patience.
Wendy, we're back.
Thank you. Would you like to show the results?
Yes, just give me a second here.
Thank you.
Okay, you able to see the results now?
I am. The results for Club Growth Director, David Batchin, 37 votes, Elton Brown, 25 votes, Angela Ho, 41 votes. We do not have a clear majority, so we will do a second vote. Because no candidate received a majority of the votes, it is necessary to have a second ballot. The results of the ballots as I have read. The candidate with the lowest number of votes will be dropped from the next ballot. The remaining candidates in alphabetical order will be voted on. Elton Brown received the lowest number of votes. He has been removed from the ballot. The remaining candidates that will be voted on in alphabetical order are David Batchin and Angela Ho. Will you please launch the ballot when you are ready, Maria? The voting will begin for the office of Club Growth Director.
It has been launched.
Thank you. Oh.
Wendy?
Yes?
It's Joanne. My ballot is blank.
Try again. I had to try a couple of times and then it came.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Yep. I have to admit, technology is wonderful when it works. If you didn't see any questions, just go out and come back in and they will pop up.
I actually got the invitation twice.
Okay, yes, because I asked Maria to send it to you again.
Okay. Is anyone from this session monitoring the live stream at all?
Yes, our Zoom master.
Bruce?
Yes.
I am, yes, it's working well.
I'm going to send you a chat, Bruce.
Okay, we're back, Wendy.
Thank you. All right. Bruce, can you please unspotlight the timer?
They are not spotlighted. If somebody pins them, I have no control over that. That's an individual setting.
All right, thank you. Do we have results for the Office of Club Growth Director?
Yes, we do. Would you like me to share screen?
Yes, please.
Can you see the screen, Wendy?
Yes, I can. The results for the role of Club Growth Director for District 60, David Batchin, 41 votes, Angela Ho, 60 votes. I declare elected Angela Ho with 60 votes. Congratulations, Angela, the new Club Growth Director for District 60, 2021-2022.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Fellow Toastmasters, you have heard the report for the District Leadership Committee. For the Office of Division A, this name has been put forward. Marinka Ranashing. Because this one uncontested candidate for the Office of Division A Director, without objection, the chair will dispense with a secret ballot and instruct the secretary to cast a single ballot for the candidate in this uncontested office. Hearing no objection, we will dispense with the secret ballot and the secretary will cast a single ballot. I declare elected Marinka Ranasinghe for Division A Director, District 60, 2021-2022. Please highlight Marinka. No, all right. I don't know if Marinka is here. So we will move on. For the office of Division B Director, there was one candidate put forward, Lisa Bowen. Just check this. Was put forward for the office of Division B Director. Unfortunately, Lisa had to withdraw her nomination, so this division will be open, and the incoming district director will appoint a Division B director before June 30th. For the office of Division C Director, Louise Bark has been placed in nomination. There is one uncontested candidate for the office of Division C Director. Thank you. Without objection, the chair will dispense with a secret ballot and instruct the secretary to cast a single ballot for the candidate in this uncontested office. Hearing no objection, we will dispense with the secret ballot, and the secretary will cast a single ballot. I declare Louise Bark the incoming elected Division C Director, District 60, 2021-22. Congratulations, Louise.
Thank you.
If we could have the slide up for Division D Director, please. For the office of Division D Director, Andrew Horbury has been placed in nomination. There is one uncontested candidate for the office of Division D. Without objection, the chair will dispense with a secret ballot and instruct the secretary to cast a single ballot for the candidate in this uncontested office. Hearing no objection, we will dispense with the secret ballot and the secretary will cast a single ballot. I declare elected Andrew Horbury, Division D Director, District 60, for the 2021-2022 Toastmasters year. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you. I'm very honored.
Thank you, Andrew. Fellow Toastmasters, we are now do Division E. Could I have the slide, please? Thank you. For the office of Division E Director, these names have been placed in nomination. DTM Janice Law, LD3 George Libiogiannis. As there are no other eligible candidates for the position of Division E Director, I declare the nominations closed. The election process will now begin. Each candidate is entitled to make a 2-minute speech. Candidates will speak in alphabetical order by their last name. The timer will time the 2-minute speech as follows: 1 minute green, 1.5 minutes yellow, 2 minutes red. When the 2 minutes have expired, the timer will mute the speaker. For the office of Division E Director, Janice Law.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Janice.
Perfect. Fellow Toastmaster, thank you for taking the time on your busy weekend to join us in this very important decision in this business sessions. If you are here just like me, it means that you have taken the time to register before, to show up on time, and also to cast your vote as fellow president or area director or whatever district position you hold. last year, I was an area director for Division I. I feel incredible. That's what I always say in a district council meeting. Now, Division I is going to become Division E in the future, newly reformed, smaller, but more compact, leaner and meaner District 60. In the area that I served before, 2 of the corporate club has went dead. And what was lost as a district, as a club, doesn't mean that you as a club has to lose as members. I could see we reach out and engage those lapsed members and empower them to rejoin in whatever club you're in. I know as division director, I may not get to work with every single one of you here, but I'm asking for your vote. If you share my experience for a more engaged and empowered division and district, please vote for me as Division E Director. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jonas Law. Now I'd like to call upon George Libogiannis for his 2-minute speech.
Thank you very much, Madam District Director. Fellow Toastmasters, my name is George Libogiannis, and I'm currently your Area 82 Area Director. Toastmasters has made a profound impact in my life. True to its mission, it's helped me become a better communicator and better leader. And one of the goals of my leadership is to help others reach theirs. I've worked with various people in the district to help the clubs in the area achieve excellence. And I've done so using an approach that's mission-centered, member-serving, and milestone setting. Early on in our tenure, we got to work with our clubs in our area. We set our goals in accordance to Toastmasters missions as well as the DCP program. We were able to hit the ground running, getting all 28 executive members reaching their club officer training round 1. Despite that, we continued our work. And thanks to the work month in, month out from the clubs in our area and help from our district, we were able to achieve President's Distinguished status in the area. But as you all know, in Toastmasters, members matter most. Whether working with clubs where members are community-based, corporate-based, francophone, or even education, we were able to meet the needs of those individual members. I was able to make connections between our club president and our francophone club with that of a higher level Toastmaster so that they can run a Moments of Truth session in French to help those members get the most out of their Toastmasters experience. But one of the things that gave me the greatest joy was seeing my clubs hit their milestones. About a year ago, one of my clubs was about to lose its status. Today, we're happy to report that the first time in its 11-year history, that club has achieved President's Distinguished status. I'm very proud of the work we were able to achieve. When we're mission-centered, member-serving, and milestone setting up, we're able to create an environment which is conducive to members and clubs achieving their goals.
Thank you, George. Voting will now begin for the office of Division E. Maria, please launch the election voting ballot, which will be sent to council members via email. Bruce, when they're ready, please send the credentials team to the breakout room to await the results of the voting.
The election has been launched.
Thank you, Maria.
I haven't received anything yet.
Patience. Just keep hitting your send and receive button. Mine just came in. Joe, I have not pinned you, so please let me know when the 5 minutes is up. All right, we have 5 minutes on the timing colors, so voting will stop.
We're back, Wendy.
Oh, thank you. Have you got a result?
Yes, we do.
We have the results for Division E Director. And the results for Division E Director, Janice Law 23, George Libero-Janis 73. Congratulations, George Libero-Janis, our new Division E Director, District 60 for the Toastmaster year 2021-2022.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Congratulations, George.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's an honor.
Now we will have our final election, and this is for the office of Division F Director. These names have been placed in nomination. DTM, Anton Cotes, EH4, Antoinette Holder. As there are no other eligible candidates for the position of Division F Director, I declare the nominations closed. The election process will now begin. Each candidate is entitled to make a 2-minute speech. Candidates will speak in alphabetical order by last name. The timers will time the 2-minute speeches as follows: 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, 2 minute red. When the 2 minutes have expired, the timers will mute the speaker. For the office of Division F, the first speaker is DTM Anton Cotes. Can we please show Anton? Can you hear us, Anton?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You may start at any time.
Distinguished district leaders, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and eminent fellow nominees. My wife asked me last night, why do you want to be a division director? You know it's hard work and during a difficult time. My reply, it's for the large corner office and exhilarating view. Well, the view part is true. I see growth and more inclusion for us in Toastmasters. My mission statement is adapt and evolve. The pandemic, the economic downturn, loss of employment, bad. No in-person club meetings, clubs struggling, memberships declining, bad. However, with every bad, there's an opportunity for growth. As a Toastmaster of 12 years, now meeting online for the last 50 months via Zoom, Teams, WebEx, etc., enables clubs to meet and even grow membership, especially nationally and internationally. Individually, we are no longer bound geographically. My home club, Speak Up at TD, was formed for people with both visible and invisible disabilities, and we have members in New York City, Cherry Hill, Ottawa, Montreal, Burlington, and even London. Several clubs here have international members as well. In the last year alone, I have visited virtually more than 30 different clubs across the world, from Barbados, Bermuda, Estonia, Spain, UAE, and a celebration of a 50th meeting, first time in English, of a club in Palestine as part of the Toastmasters International President's World Tour of Richard E. Peck. I'm a regular visitor in Russia, Ireland, Montreal, New York City, presenting COT training, speeches, table topics, evaluations, even judging in many area and divisional contests, locally and internationally. But back to why. I have hope that we together, adapting and evolving, can increase our Division F, thus district growth, by being more inclusive, working with the newest to most experienced Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Anton Cotes. For the office of Club Growth Director, we will now hear from Antoinette Holder. Antoinette.
Thank you, Madam District Director. Antoinette Holder is unable to be here today. A family emergency in Barbados and air travel disruptions due to a volcanic eruption have kept her from being able to join you today. I will be presenting Antoinette's 2-minute speech. This is her voice. Like the majority of you, I joined Toastmasters wanting to improve my public speaking skills. But guess what? That wasn't all that happened. I discovered my leadership potential. Taking on the VP Education role for Deloitte Toastmasters, I worked hard to introduce pathways to our members. And with the other club officers, we worked together and we're very proud to achieve our club's first ever President's Distinguished Club Award. Growth opportunities did not stop. As the Area 53 Director this year, holding area council meetings allowed me to work with the presidents and VPs education of the clubs in my area to put their heads together to navigate the pandemic and all its impacts. Some of the clubs are participating in the Helping Hands initiative and seeing great results with increased attendance and participation. What can you expect from me as your Division F Director? Area directors will get the benefit of my experience as an area director. I will work hard to live the district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence by sharing the Toastmasters opportunity through building new clubs and providing guidance and assistance to help all clubs grow membership and achieve educational awards. I believe that 2021-22 will be a year of growth for all of us. Vote Antoinette Holder for Division F Director.
Thank you very much, Joanne, for being the voice of Antoinette Holder today. Voting will begin for the office of Division F. Maria, please launch the electronic voting ballot, which will be sent to our council members via email. And Bruce, please send the credentials team to the breakout room when they are ready.
It has been launched.
Thank you.
Bruce? Bruce
Donna, you,
Richardson, Bruce?
Yep, I'm here.
Can you please ask Tim Sulis to join us in the breakout room and add Tim and I back in, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Bruce, can you put me back into the breakout room as well, please?
Yeah, Zoom doesn't give me that option. I'm looking to see what I can do here.
She was in the breakout room before. Can she choose join breakout room? Will that put her back?
Louise, Bruce will take care of it. Thank you.
Sorry.
My name seems to have disappeared off of the list. Should I log out and log back in?
Or I can just close and relaunch the room.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Zoom technology. It's going to take another 20 seconds to close the room, and then I can get you guys back there pretty quick.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Joe. Hello, everyone. Well, there's obviously some discussions going on in the breakout room. And while we wait for that, there's a couple of things I'd like to mention. First of all, we are finishing our elections now, but there are also many opportunities to take on leadership roles in the district. The incoming district director will have a team of members that she will be appointing to help her. And I'd like you to consider putting your name in to take on one of these roles. The roles that the district director will be appointing is the public relations manager, administration manager, logistics manager, and finance manager. There is also probably around 35 area directors that will be needed for District 60 coming July 1st. The area director role is a vital role, and I think of it as the most important district role we have. You are the glue between the district and our clubs. And of course, our clubs are valuable parts of our district. There is a nomination form that you fill out for any of these roles, and you can reach out to myself, your district director, your area director. I know we have a lot of presidents and vice presidents of education on the call. You are key candidates to take on an area director role. You'll love it. Being able to go and visit other clubs, being able to help other clubs, learn from other clubs. This is what I found so exciting when I was a president and took on the next year the role of area director. So please do consider that. And I do want to thank you for all your patience and your kindness today. These meetings are long, but so important. And this year having to be virtual again and trying to use this new election runner software and the credentials and trying to get it all pieced together is a huge task. And I want to just say thank you all so very much for supporting your district, supporting your incoming leaders with your votes. It means a lot to them. And in the 2021-2022 year, I know we will have fun rebuilding District 60 out of this pandemic. And I know that our district's leaders will welcome your support and your help. Thank you.
Okay, Wendy, we're back.
Thank
Tim
you.
is going to just clarify one part of our procedure, and then we'll show the results.
Thank you. Could you spotlight Tim, please? Oh, Tim, let me just introduce you, just so people know why you are such a valuable part of this meeting. Tim Sulitz is our parliamentarian. He is the one that assisted me with all my scripts to make sure that I did everything according to protocol, and he is going to share some information with us now. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you very much, Madam District Director. The information that I was going to talk to you about was in terms of how we calculate who wins an election. Now, at the beginning of the meeting, when we went into the meeting, we had quorum established, and that quorum is maintained for the entire duration of the meeting. So when we have votes cast, it's just based on the who wins is just based on the number of votes cast. We don't have to have all of the people who are registered casting their votes, and this occurs in either in-person meetings or in online meetings. For example, you can have people who have spoiled ballots in a personal meeting. You can have people who decide that they don't want to vote in a meeting. That doesn't affect the outcome as far as Toastmasters International is concerned. So when you see the results will be valid because it's based on the votes cast. Madam District Director.
Thank you very much, Tim. Very helpful. Would you like to show the results of the Division F contest?
Yes, Wendy, are you able to see the numbers?
Yes, I can now see them. Thank you. The results of the Division F Director votes are Anton Cotes, 42, Antoinette Holder, 55. We have a majority. Congratulations. I declare elected Antoinette Holder, Division F Director, District 60 for the 21-22 Toastmaster year. Congratulations. We have now completed our business, unless there is an objection, of which I don't think there will be. The 2021 District 60 Council meeting will be adjourned. Since there is no objection, this meeting is adjourned. Congratulations to all our newly elected incoming district leaders. I look forward to seeing you all at the District Director celebration this evening. Have a good dinner.
Congratulations,
Well done,
Madam
everybody.
District Director. Well done. And congratulations to all of the candidates, even the ones that were not successful this time. Thank you very much for your service to Toastmasters.